Hello everyone, my name is Mahesh Rajbhat. I'm a banker. Welcome to you in my first video on banking. Rashtriya Bank Bank exam are approaching and I get asked every day many questions about banking, many questions on how to prepare for Rashtriya Bank Bank exam. So with this first video, I have tried to, I'm trying to help the people who are preparing for Rashtriya Bank Bank exam, and I promise to make a series of videos in several topics which will help you to prepare for Rashtriya Bank Bank exam. The first question here in this video, I will try to answer 5 important questions that I get asked from the people preparing for banking exam. So without delaying, let's get into it. The first question I get asked every day is how to get started. When the novice person who sees a blend of things mixtured in one syllabus, they get confused from where to get started. Now I have made I will try to help you how to get started if you haven't started yet. See, first thing you need to do is you need to download the syllabus from Rashtriya Bank Bank website, that's rbb.com.np, and download the syllabus of the level you are trying to prepare for. Second thing is go to market, buy any book in banking. Third thing is borrow notes from your friends, as you do, I know, or you might have notes that you have taken from your institute. So there's 3 things you need to do. Later on, go sit somewhere and go through the syllabus. Identify the easiest section. For some people, the easiest section may be accounting. For some, it may be office management. Maybe for the people who have studied law, the law section, legal section may be important or maybe easy. For some people, banking can be easy, so identify the easy section. From that easy also, identify a topic that you find is super easy. Go through it, okay? Go through it and read that topic first. Now, as you go through that section, that topic, gradually, as you finish that section, a hope will emerge in you, and you'll get a great direction about how to approach or how to proceed. That's how you need to get started. Now, the second question I get asked every day is, which book to buy. I would like to say you one thing. There is no great deviation in content, quality of content, in the books available in the market. So you can buy any book from the market, whichever your friend actually suggests to you, buy it. Okay, buy it, because I don't think they have devoted a huge time preparing book for you. This is actually misfortune. This is actually misfortune for us. We are unfortunate. We are unfortunate actually, because we do not get books like that in the market. A short book. So what exactly you have to do is you need to buy any book from the market, arrange some notes from the institutes if you get, and I suggest you to go through the textbook rather than the banking books, banking preparation books. For example, let's see, if you are preparing for management section, you can go for many nice books about management, many national books, as well as books printed outside Nepal, within Nepal and outside Nepal. You can go through those books which are available in management. If you are preparing for management, in accounting, you can go through accounting books. For law, you can download the laws from NRB website as well as the website of Law Commission. So every content is available in a in the market or in the websites. So don't get much dependent on the preparation books. Well, yes, preparation books give you a framework for right from the beginning to end, but where you get a ready-made material. But I don't think that ready-made material is, very effective for you to pass an exam. So depend on textbooks instead of depending on the preparation books, banking preparation books. Arrange certain notes. Now, what exactly you have to do is you have to prepare your own note out of all this. Now, if you are short of time, you may not be able to do this. Then also try it. Okay, combine the materials. For example, if the first topic in the RBB exam is banking history, read all this. Take out the important things and prepare your own note which you can understand easy. So you can buy any book in the market. Don't get confused with it. Now, third question I get asked is, what is an ideal preparing schedule? Ideal reading schedule, studying schedule, they ask. And often ask me, how did you study? Now, everyone has different schedule, but I suggest you an ideal schedule. See, if you are preparing for exam, I suggest you to go through acts or policies, fiscal policies, monetary policies, trade policies, acts and policies in the morning time. Before you have your lunch, you can go through acts as well as policies and read this every day. Read this every day. In the daytime, you read the other contents. Day and evening time, you go through other things. For example, economics, accounting, banking, or other things. You can go through them in the daytime. Now, in the night time, when you are tired of studying, you can prepare notes. You can prepare notes at night. Do not study at night. If you are feeling sleepy, I think your mind will not catch the new things. So prepare notes at night. And that's how you can manage your time. Now, I would like to suggest you to sleep early. They say early to bed and early to rise. So sleep early, get up early, utilize your morning time, which is the most productive time for you to study. So this is how you have to manage your time, manage your schedule of studying. One more thing I would like to say you, when you get free, what should you do? Sometimes, you don't think of studying. What should you do? I want to suggest you to sleep. If you have leisure time, sleep. Take a sound nap on your bed, on your wonderful bed you have. Because sleeping will decrease your, take away your tiredness. It will free up your mind. It will give time for your subconscious mind to work on the things that you have put in your mind in other time, rest of the time. So sleeping is actually like a therapy. Sleep. If you get tired, you can sleep in daytime as well. If you get leisure time or if you get tired, sleep for half hour, 1 hour, no matter. It doesn't harm you. Sleeping doesn't harm you. But never use gadgets when you get free, because that increases your tiredness more. So never use gadgets, and never use Never go through Facebook or things which can hamper your study in that time. Okay, that's about reading schedule. Now, fourth question I get asked every day is, what is the perfect answer? What is the perfect answer? How to write a perfect answer? Now, a perfect answer contains a general understanding on the text or on the topic. A general understanding on the topic is there. Number two, you need to add the contents of textbook, whatever you might have studied. Maybe you have by hearted. Keep that. Third thing is you need to add the legal aspects of that topic. Legal aspects. For example, if it's about risks, directives issued by Nepal Rashtra Bank, directive number 5 gives you idea about risks faced. Basel framework has introduced 3 types of risks. So these are actually legal aspects of it. Okay, when you study, for example, if you are preparing note for or writing for the functions of several banks, commercial banks as well as development banks as well as finance companies, actually in BAFIA 2073 you can find in section 49 you can find about the functions of different commercial banks and financial institutions. So add legal aspects. If you are learning about KYC, you can visit NRB directives and you can visit AML-CFT Act, Asset Money Laundering Act. So this gives you idea about KYC. So add legal aspects in every answer, in every note you prepare, and that makes your quick answer perfect answer. Now, what should be the length of answer, they ask, and some people say an answer should be short. No, answer should not be short. Answer should be precise. Precise means up to the point. The answer should be up to the point. It can be of any length. It's not that for 5 marks question you will write 1 page. You can finish it in a space lesser than 1 page, and sometimes more than 1 page as well, depending on the content that's needed. That will make your checker get satisfied with your answer. So any length which is precise, you think is precise, which contains legal aspects, general understanding, bookish concepts as well. Sometimes examples as well. I would like to suggest you to add examples. For example, if you are writing, for instance, if you are writing for merger and acquisition, many financial institutions have merged in Nepal as well. So you can write about them. You can give examples of them. So if you get examples, add examples as well. Try to make it precise and write in points as far as possible. Your answer should be written in points as far as possible. If it's purely descriptive or format-based answer, you may not be able to write points. That's a different thing, but try to write points. And in your answer also, sometimes you write many important things. Sometimes, of course, you bluff, I know. The important things that you write in answer sheet should be underlined. Underline them so that the checker gets straight eye on your answer, on your important answer, on your important aspect that you have mentioned in your answer sheet. So let me summarize. It should be precise, should contain legal aspects, write in points as far as possible, and underline the key concepts that are in your answer sheet, that are in your answer. Now, let's move on to another question that I get asked. It's about how to learn acts, how to read acts. Those people who are not from law background or who haven't done LLB, they get, a great mess. They face a great mess when they are preparing for legal aspects of banking. How to prepare for laws? Let me say, you. I will guide you with this. Laws, initially what you have to do is pick up any one act. You can pick up, initially if you are preparing, you can pick up smaller acts which are smaller in size. For example, you can pick the Banking Offence Act, which is pretty small. So you can pick any act which is small in size, and initially write down the provisions or chapters that are in that act. Okay, write down the provisions first or the chapters first. After writing them, take time and read the entire act once without an intention to by heart. Okay, without an intention to by heart or memorize hardly. You go through them once. Go through that act once. Okay. After you go through that, you get an idea about what can be asked in exam. And sure, you'll get an idea about it. If not, I will in next videos, in upcoming videos, I will try to make. I'll try to make a video on what is important in which act. So what should you study in which act? What's most important thing? But yet, I don't guarantee that thing will be asked, because we cannot, predict everything. But for helping you with the major aspects, especially for the person who haven't prepared, who doesn't have a great, who is new to it, or who doesn't have, time to spare for it, much time to spare for it, I will try to help you with a video which will help you to read acts. I will highlight the key concepts of acts. What's important in acts? Which act? Okay. After that, so what you have to do is initially identify the provisions. Or chapters. Write it down. Read the act thoroughly once. Identify the important thing and read the important only. Now, these are the 5 questions I get asked every day. I have answered all these questions. Now, with this, I would like to add 2 bonus tips for you. 2 bonus tips on, actually there is one mistake everyone does when they prepare for exam. That is, people fail to manage their network. You get phone calls, your friends invite you to meet them, to meet them. So what I suggest to you is, you need to know how to manage your network. If you are searching for a job, if you are preparing for a banking exam, I suggest you to make productive relationships only. Meet the friends who are preparing for banking. Avoid the friends, no matter how close you are. You have rest of your life to make good company with them. Avoid them now. And meet the friends who are preparing for banking, who meet your purpose. Okay? And prepare a schedule for Facebooking, okay, as well as for Twitter. You might be in Twitter as well. Prepare a schedule for it. Use it 1 or 2 hours a day, no more than that. In the morning as well as in the evening, use it. But rest of the time, you switch off your phone. You can deactivate your ID as well if you wish to, and meet the people who will add certain value to your life, who will add certain value to your preparation. So do that, manage that network. And second tip is, you need to believe in yourself. It's not that only the university toppers will be pass the exam. It's never that. Sometimes, the very talented people also fail because maybe the questions do not favor them, maybe the luck do not favor them. Never underestimate the power of luck as well. So you can also pass the exam if you prepare well, if you prepare smart, if you write good answers. So believe in yourself. That's it. Well, I'll soon make another video. Till then, goodbye. All the best.